Live and local, Shaw TV is proud to present the 25th Annual TD Winnipeg International Jazz Festival, live from the Cube.
Hi everyone, welcome to Shaw TV. I'm Tracy Koga, and I have the very handsome and debonair Myron Dean, frontman for Noble Thieves, as my co-host tonight. How are you doing, Myron?
I'm doing amazing, Tracy. It's filling up. People are dancing. If you want to come down, now is the time. Now is the time.
It's a great evening of entertainment. And hey, Myron, you closed down the show last year. So what was it like with all those people dancing?
Absolute pandemonium. I'm telling you right now, in about an hour and a half, it will be absolute pandemonium. You need to come down here right now. Or, you know what? Dance in your living room. Dance with us in your living room.
We've got a great lineup. Neil Watson and the Dirty Catfish Brass Band will be here tonight. And you're going to be performing in the festival, too, as well.
Yes, I am. On Sunday, actually, we're going to be playing at 9:30 right before Moses Mays. So
awesome. 25 years of the Jazz Festival. And now's the time to check out some new music. So don't go away, folks. We're about 5 minutes going live with Neil Watson. So you are watching live and local right here on Shaw TV. It is the 25th Annual Winnipeg International Jazz Festival.
Do not forget. Also remember, tweet what you want, what you feel, about us and about the festival and about the show. We want to hear from you. So Shaw TV Winnipeg and hashtag it live local MB, capital M, capital B. We want to hear from you ASAP.
Neil Watson is so influential right here in our local jazz scene as a musician, a performer, a mentor, and as a music teacher. Now he has put together a brand new band, and he can't wait to unleash it to you. Let's hear from Neil all about his new quintet.
It's a standard jazz quartet. I'm playing saxophone. We've got Julian Bradford playing bass. We've got Curtis Noasad on drums. And we've got Carter Graham playing keyboards and keytar, which is a little bit unusual. And then I've got DJ RPG playing turntable. So he's going to add this sort of percussive element to the band, only instead of being a conga drum or something like that, he's going to be scratching samples that we created for this performance. My soundtrack growing up was always hip-hop music. I loved it. And so when we looked at recording, which we did last summer, I wanted something that was really personal, a sound that was unique to me, and I thought if I could integrate jazz and hip-hop music, that I could maybe create something that was a little bit different. The effect is twofold. So we get this kind of unique sound, but also I thought, well, maybe I can introduce a new audience to jazz music by crossing over a little bit. So the effect is still, I think, straight out of the jazz tradition, but now you add these hip-hop elements and you get a different sound. I have always loved music, jazz music in particular. I looked back at my grade 7 yearbook, and you know how they always say it, what he wants to be when he grows up? Well, mine was a jazz musician. So I've known since I first picked up the saxophone that this is what I wanted to do. But of course, that has evolved. Teaching is so rewarding. The programs that I teach, I absolutely love working with students, whether it's with the Winnipeg Jazz Orchestra, or whether it's with the Bridge music program that I teach, or whether it's just private students that come in for lessons. I find that so rewarding. And then working with those talented musicians that are here in Winnipeg is just a wonderful experience, and performing in front of an audience, it doesn't get any better than that.
Right, thank you. We're going to feature DJ RPG on this next one. This tune is appropriately called RPG. Yeah, give it up for Julian Bradford on the bass. Let's turn him loose. Curtis Noisad on drums. That's our DJ RPG on turntable. We're going to give him a break for a minute. Play another tune off of my CD. This one's called The Lion and the Gazelle. There's a saying, an African proverb that's used a lot in the running community. It goes a little, I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to try anyway. It goes a little something like this. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up knowing he must run faster than the fastest lion or he will get eaten. And every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up knowing he needs to run faster than the slowest gazelle or he will starve to death. Either way, lion and gazelle, they both wake up knowing they'll be running. We're going to take off running on this one. about it for Carter Graham on keyboard. Thank you. It's our version of Charlie Parker's segment. Hey, I'm at a jazz festival. I can ask you this question. Round of applause. Who likes Thelonious Monk? I thought so. I thought to myself, I'm at a jazz festival. I can ask this question. All right, here's my thing with Thelonious Monk, and correct me if I'm wrong, but every time I hear anything by Thelonious Monk, it sounds like a hip-hop song to me. In fact, I would say that if Thelonious Monk were with us today, he would be a hip-hop artist. Listen, Here's Thelonious Monk. See what I mean? Everything is hip-hop by Thelonious Monk. He just played over the swing beat. So, I asked my great friend and amazing talent, he's going to be on the stage here this weekend, Ismaila Alfa. I said, I want to do a Thelonious Monk song on my new CD, which is available for sale at the back. If you want to go pick up 5 or 10 copies, please do so. Well, and I said, I want you to write a rap for me. And he did. And we ended up covering Epistrophe by Thelonious Monk. Unfortunately, Alpha is not with us, so you're stuck with me. I'm going to do the rap. We're going to do our version of Thelonious Monk's Epistrophe. It's Julian Bradford on bass. My mind keeps time, builds rhymes, and it can't stop. When I listen to the rhythm, man, can't stop. I got my family and my city on the backdrop. I can't stop when the microphone is passed off. I'm addicted to the beat like it's crack rock. Can't stop like a countdown to blast off. My words have fire, potential like a matchbox. I ain't got time for the lies and the trash talk. Can't stop, chase the hands of a fast clock. Always on the mark, never hit a bad shot. Can't stop building castles in the sandbox. I'm a wolf, take a look at your lamb chops. I'm the one you want beside you in a standoff. Spitting venom, man, tell them that I can't stop. Padlock on the game, player can't stop. It's a mystery, epistrophe, can't stop. I've been living in the rhythm, man, you know. Beats and rhymes running through my bloodlines, you know. Words I drop, super heavy dude, sumo. Rap's a job, and I'm the boss, man, Hugo. You know, success is in my cards, Uno. Suckers getting roughed up, thrown out, judo. You know exactly who you are, kissing kudo. I call you out by your name, but you know. Try to deny what we doing here, but you know. I got a message, wanna keep it clear, you know. We keep it top notch, act like you know. I got bars from here to Mars, Bruno. Feeling the new low, underground, you know. It goes around, then it comes around, but you know. Who knows what you know? Stick to what you know. Take it to the break now, take it to the break now. Suckers tend to retreat when I repeat. When we speak, every single phrase worth a repeat. These beats make you put the player on repeat. Suckers retreat when I repeat. When we speak, every single phrase worth a repeat. These beats make you put the player on repeat. It's called epistrophe. Take it one more time, repeat. Take it to the breakdown one more time. You ready for this? DJ RPG. All right, that's how we do Thelonious Monk here. One more time, give it up for DJ RPG. He's going to take another tune off of the CD. This one's called Togo's Bad Day. thank you. One more time, how about give it up for this band? It's Carter Graham on piano and guitar. We got Julian Bradford on bass. DJ RPG on turntable. And one of my very good friends, it's great to have him back in town. How about Curtis Noasad on drums? My name is Neil Watson. I have a brand new CD out. It's called Move. Help me clear some space in my basement. Go buy a copy. They're for sale all over the Jazz Festival. We got one more tune for you. This one's called Happy People. Where are the happy people at? Where are the happy people at? All right. Thank you all. You've been a great crowd. Stick around. The Dirty Catfish Brass Band are up next. Take us into the wee hours of the morning. This is Happy People. Yo, that's Curtis Noasad on drums. Go Curtis, 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 go. One more time. We can't let him get off the stage yet. Give it up for Curtis Noasad on the drums. Stick around for the Dirty Catfish Brass Band. They're up next. Thank you all.
Wow, things are really rocking here. We are definitely live and local at the Cube. It is the 25th annual TD Winnipeg International Jazz Festival. We are having so much fun. That was just Neil Watson, and he really got the crowd going. Don't forget, Neil Watson has a new CD out. It's called Move, and you need to get it. Now, after the break, I'll have an interview with TD Bank representative Craig Jensen. But right now, let's throw it over to Myron, who should be busy tweeting. Myron?
Thank you so much, Tracy. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Shaw TV Winnipeg, Live Local Manitoba. So Live Local MB, hashtag Live Local MB. We definitely want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say about Jazz Fest, and obviously, about the acts. And, we definitely want to get in the conversation with what you're doing and what you're seeing right now.
Safeway Gold-Eyes Baseball is back for another exciting season live on Shaw TV. On Saturday, June 14th at 6 p.m., the Fish will take on the St. Paul Saints at Shaw Park. Brought to you by Safeway, only on Shaw TV.
Some people think that Jesus Christ gate crashed from heaven. Just, ta-da, I'm here.
The human race has to learn to love each other. That's what it means to me.
It's the best thing you can do, and everyone should, because it really does get better.
Switch, the community-created show that switches from this to that.
Ready for summer? If you have a cottage or cabin, Shaw Direct has your family's entertainment covered. Get Shaw Direct Satellite TV for your home away from home and receive your first month free. 2 free movies plus a free HD PVR rental for 2 years. Got a cottage or cabin? Get Shaw Direct Satellite TV today.
no festival would be successful without some sponsorship. And well, this is very, very, I guess, more than just sponsorship. I've got Craig Jensen here, representative for TD Bank, and TD Bank has been so amazing for this jazz festival. First of all, thank you so much, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our pleasure. We're thrilled to be part of the music scene here in Winnipeg.
Now, why choose the Jazz Festival? Is there some sort of history?
Well, you know what? We choose music in general. We know that there's a sense of community when it comes to music, and with our comfortable banking experience, it's one way we can make life more comfortable for our customers and Canadians as a whole, and it's why we've invested more than $60 million since 2003 right across Canada, but it's not just festivals like this. We also partner with our youth, and we've partnered with Music Counts, which is an opportunity to get instruments into our children and musical education. So all aspects of that and really build the sense of community.
Well, you've been here for a while tonight. What is your take on this whole evening?
Yeah, so for me, I'm new to Winnipeg, and it's a fantastic event. I love the energy, some fantastic dancing going on, and of course, you can't beat the music, right? And that's why we love the international piece of it, the diversity of our homegrown talent, as well as the stars coming throughout the week, and we really look forward to being part of it.
So who do you want to see during the festival?
Well, you know, it's going to be a little bit of anybody. I'm not preferable to one particular individual. It's got to be John Legend is the highlight, right? With his new hit and All of Me. I think everybody's going to want to hear that. But, you know, I'm thrilled to be part of any event, and again, our local talent all the way up to the international talent. Just fantastic and great energy.
Well, welcome to Winnipeg, Craig. Thank you, TD Bank. And, well, the festival is actually celebrating their 25th anniversary, so we took it upon us to interview Paul Nolan and Dave Sherman, two integral people who made this whole festival really, really successful. Let's take a look.
I'm the granddaddy. Well, actually, I was started as a technical guy. We drove the gear truck in 1990. That was the first jazz festival. And I took over for Neil Kimmelman. He was the first artistic director, producer in 1993. They were themed at the beginning, which turned into be a bit of a problem because if you picked the theme, then you had to pick the artist to fit that theme. So we got rid of that in, I think, 2005. But the first one was vocals. It was really a great festival. We had Renee Lee, was one of the strong acts, and funny enough, Holly Cole opened for her, and I think we paid Holly Cole probably $200 or $300 to open that gig.
Not what she's making these days.
No.
I started back in 2004, but you know, I have to mention back in 2000 or 2001, I actually worked for Dave. I was his publicity guy. So you know, at that time, I was like, man, he's got a great job. I'd love to have that job. And when he moved on, I kind of got lucky, and here I am.
We used to mainly do main stage concerts and, you know, a little free show during the day. We created the Old Market Square, the opening weekend with the big beer garden to really give the festival a huge kickoff. And adding stuff that wasn't necessarily pure jazz was probably the biggest thing that's kept the festival alive all these years.
Jazz is still the real deal. It's a real thing. It's a legitimate thing. It's an art form that needs to be cultivated and celebrated. But you know, I think Dave had a great vision early on. You have to diversify the programming mix for the festival in order to, you know, really fully engage the communities. You need your blues in the mix. You need your pop in the mix. You need your rock in the mix, and it's all part of what, you know, electrifies the festival and really gets the community interested.
Yeah, without the volunteers, like any festival in this province, it wouldn't be here today. Some of them have been there since day one. In fact, a lot of them have, and I still see some of them every now and then.
We've got people involved with the festival who are taking their vacation time during the Jazz Festival to lend a hand, and you can't help but be humbled and moved by that.
I think because there was such a great jazz festival here, it's created other, you know, like the U of M jazz program, these different gigs around town for musicians, and just the camaraderie they have and how everybody works together and shares, and it's really given them a real venue to showcase their talents.
I think of the festival as a chance to shine a light on the great talent we've got here. I think it's important to keep in mind a lot of our history. You've got guys like Ron Paley who've been at it for a really long time. Owen Clark is still at it. Janice Finley's still out there. Now we've got the University of Manitoba, who's bringing in all these young, fresh, new faces and really electrifying the scene, and we're seeing a lot of momentum gained through that.
I didn't think it would make it as long as it did, and kudos to Paul and the team still. They kept it going, that it's here for 25 years, because in all honesty, I didn't think it was going to last that long.
I really want to see the Exchange District start to hum a lot more and get that festival vibe going and really promote that sense of discovery that I think is really instrumental to what a festival is all about.
You're watching Live and Local at Jazz Fest on Shaw TV.
Don't forget to check us out on Twitter. Don't forget to check us out. Wait. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at Shaw TV Winnipeg. And don't forget to hashtag LiveLocalMB. We definitely want to hear from you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Jazz Fest, TD, Winnipeg. Here we are in Old Market Square. The beautiful cube, it's all lit up. It's nighttime, which is the right time. But before we get to Dirty Catfish Brand, we got to talk to Mr. Greg Arcade. Mr. Greg Arcade. Who are you? What are you doing? When are you playing?
Well, heck, first I got to say thank you so much for having me, Myron and Shaw TV. We're playing on Saturday night at 6:30. It's going to be a heck of a time, I can tell you that. Lots of country, outlaw country, rock and roll, a little rockabilly even for you all kids out there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, where can people find you on, Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook?
Man, it's real easy. You just go /Greg Arcade. If that don't show up, Greg Arcade Music. It's that simple. I got them all. So yeah, and if you don't find that, go to gregarcade.com. You find out my music, all that kind of thing. I'm always up to trouble. It's fun to watch at least, like a car crash.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Greg, I actually heard from a little birdie known as Facebook that your van broke down, but now it's back in the city. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
We was driving back from a tour. Things went all the way up, all the way down, nothing in between. But we got ourselves back down to about Wawa, and our transmission blows up. So we start rolling into Wawa, just crippled, and a whole bunch of Winnipeg people, they just threw down, saved us. It was fantastic. We're home now. Bus is home. Everything's great, and it's a bus. It's a 91 Van Duras school bus. So
that's amazing. I've heard Greg. He is amazing. You need to definitely come out and check him out.
Well, baby, we've known each other for a long time.
It's different, man. It's different. I love it, man. I love it so much. And you know what? Seriously, check him out. Greg Arcade. And yeah, that's pretty much it. TD, Jazz Fest. We got a whole weekend that you need to come down here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right now, even if you want to. Seriously. Thank you so much.
Safeway Goldeyes Baseball is back for another exciting season live on Shaw TV. On Saturday, June 14th at 6 p.m., the Fish will take on the St. Paul Saints at Shaw Park. Brought to you by Safeway, only on Shaw TV.
We are moments away from the Dirty Catfish Brass Band to enter the stage and bring it all home. And we'll have more entertainment, but let's go to a break.
Art. Pure and simple.
Safeway Goldeyes Baseball is back for another exciting season live on Shaw TV. On Saturday, June 14th at 6 p.m., the Fish will take on the St. Paul Saints at Shaw Park. Brought to you by Safeway, only on Shaw TV.
Ready for summer? If you have a cottage or cabin, Shaw Direct has your family's entertainment covered. Get Shaw Direct Satellite TV for your home away from home and receive your first month free. 2 free movies plus a free HD PVR rental for 2 years. Got a cottage or cabin? Get Shaw Direct Satellite TV today.
Well, the crowd is waiting in anticipation for the last band. It is the Dirty Catfish Brass Band. Last year, they played the opening concert. This year, they have the big spot of bringing it all home and playing last. Well, we've got the people dancing, and we've got them chanting and singing, so let's see what they can do in a few moments. But right now, let's meet the guys, how they all got together and started this wonderful band.
Well, it was Aaron's impetus that started the band. He went to the New Orleans
Jazz and Heritage Festival.
Jazz and Heritage Festival, and came back to Winnipeg, decided that he needed to start a New Orleans-style brass band here in Winnipeg, so that's what we did, and here we are.
It's kind of different for Kyle and I that we weren't in the original band, and actually, incidentally, we both just kind of showed up to gigs and started playing with them.
Yeah, it was a sit and that turned into a, oh, you're in the band. Yeah.
We have a lot of different backgrounds of people in the bands. Obviously, it's rooted, as Todd was saying, in New Orleans brass band style, but we try and, well, we're able to use everyone's background, so there's definitely hip-hop influence and funk influence and a lot of jazz influence.
Classical music.
Classical, a little bit of classical music.
Rock and
Traditional.
Yeah.
Blues, a little bit of blues.
Yeah, I think all of those are encompassed in the album.
The stage where we're playing, the Cube, it's a great atmosphere. We're really excited to be doing this again. It's the third time that we've played at the Cube. And it's just such a festive atmosphere. The Exchange District really comes alive. And people in Winnipeg love music.
I think also what's cool is it's a good opportunity for bands to showcase, like local bands to really get showcased. You know, the Jazz Fest brings in a lot of really good artists, but they also showcase a lot of the local talent, which is really important. I think.
We just are finishing putting our debut album together. So we have been working really hard for the last month in the studio. So we're really excited to showcase some of this new music that we've written ourselves and some new music that we haven't played for audiences before. And as always, every time that we play, we like to have fun. Our goal is to make people smile, to make people sing and dance along with us. So I think it's gonna be a good night. I think we're gonna have fun.
It's so much fun here, right? You had to hustle all across that whole field.
Oh my goodness.
I missed you, Martin.
Ducking and dodging, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Tracy.
I know now we even have to share a mic because you forgot yours.
Well, you know what? Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Greg Arcade actually took the microphone. He's somewhere in the beer garden with the microphone. So if you hear any sort of chatter in the background, that's Greg. That's Greg.
And you guys have a history, right? You and Greg?
Yeah, no, Greg was one of, you know, he's one of the founding members of the group that I'm now in. He moved on to other things, and we kind of shifted directions, and you know, it's all the best, you know, with when it comes to music, you know, people are so passionate about things, and you know, it's really, really amazing to see so many passionate people and be a part of that whole scene.
Well, I just want to know, okay, so since Greg founded the group and now you've kind of taken it over, like, does he say, like, Myron, that, you know, that really doesn't sound so good?
No, it's nothing but love from him, and it's nothing but love from me to him as well. So it's really just it's amazing, you know. It's like we're really good friends.
So the new CD, what kind of sounds?
You know what? It's a lot more blues, and we actually coined a term, rock and soul. A little bit of rock, a little bit of soul, but it's this dichotomy and this duality that we really feel is very, very pleasing. And we actually worked with pre-production with a man by the name of Mike Nash, who we literally drilled every single song down, it was kind of like a lab, and we kind of focused on melodies. We said, okay, well, this part, do we really need this? What is the main melody, and our transitions and that sort of thing. And ultimately, we ended up with a ton of a whack of really, really amazing songs. I personally feel, which I'm very excited to share with everybody.
I'm excited to hear about it, and just listening to the diverse music here tonight.
Oh, it's amazing.
You know, the crowd, the music, it's crazy.
Oh, you know what? It's like you go from like a smoother jazz to like a dirtier kind of like New York jazz from like, you know, like the 70s and 80s, and then in like early 90s, and then all of a sudden you get into like, you know, a little bit more electronica with, you know, DJ RPG, and then now you're getting into full on Louisiana, like dirty Catfish down in the bayou, like just loud horns. I love it, in your face. If you're not up here dancing, I don't know what your problem is, because you got to be moving with this.
Did I tell you I caught a catfish? A real catfish.
You caught a catfish?
Yes, I did. I'm a master angler. All right.
You're I want to see your master angler card.
I'll show you a picture. It's the truth. Anyway, so much more fun to come. We're going to wind things down with the Dirty Catfish Brass Band. It is live and local right here at the Cube. It is the TD Winnipeg International Jazz Festival coming your way right after this. Welcome back. It's live and local right here at the Cube. And you know what? There's so many wonderful stories in our community about young children coming up the pike and one day performing right on that stage. Well, Blair Malistravich has this story about some kids that have that same dream. Here's Blair with the story.
Shaftesbury High School is creating a new generation of jazz fans and stars.
Jazz is very much alive. It is coming into the forefront, especially in Winnipeg in the high schools here. The high school jazz programs are outrageous. We have 3 jazz bands in Shaftesbury. We have a grade 9 jazz band, grade 10 jazz band, and a grade 11 and 12 jazz band.
There's a big difference between regular band and jazz band.
It's kind of like learning a new language, you know? Like you get to learn all these new things that you can do. You look at this paper with a bunch of lines and letters and circles and stuff just kind of written on it, and then it means something to you. It means something different than it would to somebody else, and then you can take that and make it your own.
If we're playing in concert band or something, the kind of creative aspect is more on the side of the composer. So whoever's writing the music does a lot of the kind of creative work. But in playing in jazz, there's a big portion of jazz, or a big part of the jazz tradition, is kind of self-composition, like on the fly.
That sense of freedom is a learning process.
It's pretty daunting at first, but once you kind of get inside, like, playing jazz and a bit of understanding it, I loved it. I loved it ever since.
I think it was like in middle school, like junior high, and then I got called up to play in the jazz band at that school, and then it just kind of stuck, and I ran with it, and I took it way too seriously and started like downloading all the tunes we were playing, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
That appreciation has led to Matthew and Julian performing in the High School Honor Jazz Band at this year's Winnipeg International Jazz Festival. The Honor Band is made up of young musicians from high school and junior high schools from around Manitoba.
You always want to play up. You always want to be able to improve. But at the same time, you don't want to take it too seriously because you're up there to perform for people, but you're also up there because you want to be up there. So you kind of have to be able to, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm working for this, but you also have to be able to say, I'm doing this because I want to do it, because I love it.
Opportunities like this create a way for young musicians to learn from the older generation and keep jazz resonating from our city. For more information on the Winnipeg International Jazz Festival, visit jazzwinnipeg.com. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Blair Malstravich.